No car boot haul this week because I haven't been. I'm trying to downsize, ready for the house move in 8 weeks. So I've got 5 items from a charity shop I'm going to show you, and then we're going to jump into 10 what sold items. So let's get into it. There was a bit of a theme in this little shopping trip. For £4, I think it's a seagull coloured little paperweight, clear base. These I'm hoping this is going to sell for about £20 because I did spend 4 initially, but again, no problem spending 4. There is, I thought that was a chip. It's not. It's a bit of sellotape. Thank God for that. Yeah, no damage. No damage. Spent 4, hopefully 20. I said there was a theme, and there it is. We've got this little duck trinket box. I paid £3 for it. I'm hoping to get 15 or 20. It's just like a slip cast mould. The last 3 items for £2, a Trima little trinket pot. Now, Trima does generally sell quite well. It is well collected. But I think it's just collectors that buy this stuff now. I don't think anyone else generally does. And the last 2 items is clothing, which I never do. It cost me £3 each. And they are extra fine lamb's wool, made in Madagascar, M&S. Like a men's pullover, like a green. No damage from what I could see. There was like a few marks on the sleeve. But now looking at it, I actually think it's just the wool. There are brown sort of specks in the wool. So I believe it's just from that. It needs a debobble. I've got a debobbler. That's fine. They sell for about £15, £20 each. And then this one is, again, extra fine Murano wool. Oh, this is a Murano wool. Oh, so that one's lamb's wool. This is Murano wool. I was going to say there's no damage, but I have just noticed a little black speck on the back here. So I'll just photograph that, make it known. Again, it could just be the wool. Could just be the wool. I don't really know. But there is a bit of a speck. Yeah, I think it might just be the wool, to be honest. I'll include it as a defect anyway. But Murano wool, £3. Aren't they worth like 30 quid? Not sure. I think this was in the everything £3 or less charity shop, so they didn't really have a choice. Like, there's no other damage I can see, apart from that one little speck. The cuffs look good. Yeah, there's a little speck there on the arm, so I think it's in the wool. So yeah, not bad for £3. I think they're 25, 30, and I think the lambs wool one are about the same. Got the 2 ducks and the pot. And yeah, let's go into the items I've sold. Let's see if I got 10 recent sales for you. So let's jump into 10 random sales I've had for $9.99 or more. The $9.99 mark is like a sweet spot for me. Most items go for that these days. So that's how we're going to do it. First of all, this very long painted tile I have had for 2 years. I think a bit more than that. Maybe even before COVID. I cannot remember. No, I think it's slightly more than that. Maybe 2 years. I'm pretty sure I paid £1 from the Steve's store. It went for $29.99 in the end. That sat around. I didn't change the price. I didn't adjust it. I just liked it. And it went. Probably should have lowered it a little bit quicker. But hey, 30 quid from £1 is good. I've included, I think, one of these. There's one more at the end. Just to kind of highlight, they are trickling out very slowly. I have sold, I think, 6 of them now, or maybe 7. I don't think I've earned my money back. We've got probably another 6 or 7 to sell before I have earned my money back. But they're selling at about the speed I was expecting. I think I said in the video, I'm not expecting these to sell very, very quickly. But, they trickle out maybe 1 or 2 a month, and I'm happy with that. That's just how it's going to be. I'll most likely just job lot and bundle them when they get to a certain point. But at the minute, there's trickling out. £16 for that one. I'm including this because this was just a weird pickup from Newport this year. It was half price. I think it was £2.50. I only grabbed it because it was half price, and it was Pyrex. And it went for $15.99. Large cafetières, if they're branded like Pyrex, generally sell quite well, I found. The top plunger was quite worn. The gold sort of tarnish had worn off on worn off on it. But generally, it was an okay, comfortable investment. I got $15.99. Polly Pocket. I said in the video, any Polly Pocket you want to throw in your bag, whether it's the people or the empty cases, they do sell. This one went for $9.99. This was a filler bag item, so it cost me 30p, and that really did not hang around very long, maybe 3 or 4 months at least. Next up is a comforter. Now, I haven't actually been picking many comforters up recently. I don't know why. I just don't think I've been seeing them, especially in charity shops. I haven't seen any in any charity shops recently. I saw someone, we went to Yate the other day, but they were about $2.99 each. I tend to like to pay £1 maximum for a comforter. You get some good gems like this one that went for 15. I've sold some for 20. I think the most I've sold one for is 35, and that was a Jellycat one. So, I don't know. If you see them, grab them. It's a market that you kind of need to learn, but I think they're quite fast sellers, and £15 for that one. I'm pretty sure that came from Filler Bag. Sadly, with the amount of stuff I pick up from different places, it's sometimes quite hard to kind of tell. I'm pretty sure it's Filler Bag. If not, it would have cost me £1 at someone's store, probably. Costa Boda amber brown glass paperweight. This was £1, and I took a best offer of £34. I grabbed it because of the coloured glass. I always do quite well with coloured glass these days, so if it's coloured glass, I grab it. If it's a little bit different, I grab it. I think this was a paperweight kind of ashtray sort of thing. When you're taking pictures of coloured glass, make sure you get a couple of angles of the different light and hold it up to a window just to get that different sort of glow. People do quite like that. And yeah, £1 into 34, and that sold on best offer within a month, so that was a good flip. Playmobil, I got this from Steve's store because they said they had kind of a slowish day, and it was £5. And I just said, you know what, I'll grab it. I can get 20 quid for it. I said to them at the time, I'll pay that. And they've got, an extra £5 for the day. And I've got something that I know I'll earn my money back on at least. I actually took a couple of pieces out from this, I think. I believe I took a couple of the tree pieces out. I'm not too sure. I think I took something out and put it in another bundle. So there's 20 quid here. And there's probably another £5 worth of stuff I've took out and sold already in another bundle. Again, I paid a £5. I was hoping it was like a safari scene because there was a safari car and a treehouse kind of thing, but there wasn't really a set there, so I just sold it as everything in the box just for one price to get rid of it. There were some animals, like there was a bear there and a leopard and some tree parts, so someone could make use of it. I probably earned like a £5 or £6 profit on that. So again, when you start building these relations up in reselling, you kind of need to sometimes buy things and splurge for lower profits, but then you get better things down the line. So it was one of those things where I was doing them a favour and I earned just a small profit. This one went for 16. A lot of the higher price ones are selling. Not many of the lower price ones are selling, but that's fine because the more higher price ones I sell, the sooner I get back my investment, and I don't mind job lotting the cheaper ones back up. Because if I scroll down here in the sponsored items, you'll see that's mine, that's mine, that's mine. And these are not. But as you can kind of see, the prices are pretty much like the £20 mark, so I think I'm priced okay. You get the odd couple that like a £5. Sadly, I can't do anything about that. Oh, that's mine as well. But mostly mine are being promoted, so that's why I think they're trickling on. And I think my pictures are okay. I showed the box because some people do like to have the boxes with them. And yeah, I don't think my pictures look too bad here for them. And yep. The next one, dinner plates. These were Biltons, but I just want to say dinner plates, I do really well with them. I grab them in filler bag, so 4 of them cost me like £1 maybe, and I generally sell 4 of them for between £20 and £30, no problem. The older patterns sell well. I don't grab anything modern. It's always the older style stuff. Biltons, Denby, Johnson Brothers. You get some Pyrex plates that do quite well. So yeah. Just wanted to say dinner plates I do really well with still. They still sell well. Your teacups, your saucers, your dinner dishes, like your serving dishes, that stuff's slowed down now big time, but your dinner plates are still doing very well. And the last item were just these Archipol sunflower dishes. I picked one up, I think, for 99p in a charity shop, and then I grabbed another one, I think, in filler bag. I just bundled them together in $9.99. They went out quite quickly. I'm pretty sure I've got some more of these somewhere. Again, house move soon. I'm probably going to find them, and I'll just copy and list. But yeah, a tenner. don't rush out and buy them. They took a while to sell, but in the end of the day, £10 for maybe a £2 investment is still not too bad, but not as good as it used to be. Definitely is getting harder to find those little gems, but just the slow, steady sales are kind of what I'm relying on at the minute. And that's me done. So I'm going to love you and leave you, and I'll see you all soon.